Hey there, it's Hop again. He's back. We're got a little bit extra charge on those batteries, and still got the art dies here in the bead roller, and we're working on this sign, the continuation of it. And now we can see here on the back where I've actually raised and lowered part of it, and for your viewing enjoyment, we're going to go ahead and do the outside ring, and then I've thrown a couple lines on so we can create a border. So here real quick, we're just going to go ahead and load this up. That way you can see that this is a custom made piece. Each one is individual, and depending on how well I drive, how well my line work turns out. And again, this is a $140 commercially available bead roller that I've made some modifications to. It was a hand crank machine, and now it's powered. I don't know if you want to use the term rigged, but it is rigged. But it works rather well. It does everything that, well, for the most part, it's done everything I want to do. Every once in a while, it likes to stick over here. That's what you're seeing me shake about, is to get the catch to stop. Real quick, we'll show you the back side. Now you can see there we've got this shadow line comes up. There we go. The next thing we'll do is the outside of the ring. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Mine was real good. My son and daughter-in-law were here, and grandson were here from Florida for the week. And I sufficiently ate too much of everything. Of course, 2 times or 3 times too much on my favorite stuff. If I remember right, this machine will run about, I don't know, I think it's 10 or 12 inches a minute, linear inches here. And I'll produce another video showing just the machine itself and the modifications. And then what I'm trying to show you all is you don't have to have a $1,000 machine to do this. You know, I am using a laptop and a piece of commercial software for my photo editing and my scanning. But again, it doesn't take a $1,000 machine to create each piece. Okay, let's get the light back on here, and now you can see I got the ring raised up. And let's go ahead and do the inside here on the flange. And get it loaded in here. I gotta get down here. Corners are always fun because you gotta try to make 2 directions. We're going to change up just a little bit here. I'm just following down my line. Got hung up a bit. Here we go again. I run a little bit faster than this, but for the most part I find it's not necessary to run much faster. You can cause yourself some grief and not be able to control where you want to go if you try to drive too fast. And that's experience speaking. Because I've made some pieces I really didn't like. Got one more corner, inside corner, to do here. Oh, and just a word to the wise also is don't get your fingers in there, because it really doesn't care if it's paper or metal or your fingers in there. It's going to try to pinch the snot out of it. And now I got to finish and blend the new line into the line I started with. And this is where your alignment becomes more important. See there? A little bit more, one more piece. And then we can remove the paperwork, the artwork here. And I can show you what it looks like. To chase down it just a little bit. Alright, got a little bit of tweaking to do, and let me adjust the camera and I'll show you the next step here. So I'm going to tip our camera up and zoom back a little bit so we're not quite so crowded in the shot. There we go. And what I have here is just a simple bottle of naphtha paint thinner. Simple enamel tractor paint thinner. And in the beginning I told you I sprayed this with a commercially available adhesive, temporary adhesive I call it. But I'll just give this a little drink. And it doesn't take much. All you got to do is get the paper wet. That's the big thing. Get it all wet. And wherever that paper's still kind of white, you know it's not, hasn't had any yet. And really I've let it set long enough. Well, almost long enough. I'll let that set just a little bit longer. You can see there was enough pressure to actually cut the paper, shaping the metal. Of course, all the interior here, we've got lots of line work going on. I remember, I also said it was 41 degrees in here. Most of the time when I'm working, it's quite a bit warmer. And you'd actually have to believe that the heat helps set that adhesive free a little more quickly. Yeah, and I'm just throwing this stuff on the floor. I'll have to come back and clean up this mess later. That and the solvent may be just thinner here. This naphtha thinner may be a little old. It smells more like kerosene right now than it does naphtha thinner. So get a rag. And I'll take some tin snips and trim the corners. And do a little work to make sure it lays down flat. And it'll get washed a couple more times, probably with some acetone, because it's going to get it sent off to the painters. But with the shiny on it, that's what we got going on. So again, it's hopsmetalsigns. I hope you enjoyed watching this. You know, I told you it's a $140 bead rolling machine. It's got some modifications, you know, hacks, if you will. Stuff that I took from around the shop and kind of put together a half inch drill motor, and we're gonna go like this real quick to the floor here and zoom in. Yep, barn door hinge. There's the throttle pedal. Another video coming here in the future. I'll show you all how I did it. I appreciate you, and during the course of this video, over in your lower right hand corner, there's a subscribe button. It costs you nothing. Please like my video, hit that subscribe button, share me if you liked what you've seen. and I was probably looking pretty dopey today, but I am warm. So I hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. And we do say Thanksgiving, Happy Thanksgiving, and Merry Christmas in this part of the country, and at least in my house and shop. So y'all take care. Please like and subscribe, and we'll have another video coming out here in the future. Thank you much.